In today's Money Monday, no matter how old your child is, if you are a parent, you are probably concerned about COVID right now. And Kyle Winkfield is the owner of Finley Alexander Wealth Management. He's got some advice for parents of college-age students. Welcome back.
Glad to be here, Elsa.
This is a very crazy time, completely unprecedented. You know, my daughter's only going into the first grade. I'm already thinking about college, so I can only imagine how it is for parents who have college-age students. They've got some tough decisions right now.
They do. I think the toughest decision I've been watching is, of course, almost all of the colleges across the United States are going into a virtual or distance learning mode. However, what seems to be coming up more and more is the fact that they might be going distance learning, but they're charging full freight. Mm-hmm. And so as you watch this unfold, you see some of these universities get on TV and they say, well, you know, we've got bills. We took a huge loss in the last spring semester when COVID hit. And it's like, well, who didn't, right? And then they're coming out and they're like, well, we're giving you a 10% discount. Thanks for that. What happens to just saying, okay, why not charge per credit hour? Because I saw a young man, he's suing Drexel because he says, hey, you guys charged me full freight, room, board, tuition, and you didn't give me the full experience. And I think what parents are realizing right now, if they don't, maybe after today's segment, they realize colleges are a business. They are a business. And what they're doing is there's, like most businesses do, is when the business feels a pinch, an increase in something, they try to pass it on to the consumer. But if we really are in this together, then right, we need to start rethinking our business models.
So this is a huge financial impact on the students, on the parents. I just think about, I guess maybe the positive of this is that kids are learning this work from home, this virtual method, which looks like it's going to last us for a while now.
It is. And so what I love about college, if you really strip away all the degrees and all the pomp and circumstance and the ivy covered walls, is you're going to college to get a job, to get a degree, to get a job, and to function in the world that is and will be. And so when we think about this, the world that is right now and probably will be for the foreseeable future is going to be one in which there's a virtual work environment. So these students, think about this, the power behind learning and getting comfortable with doing your job and getting your degree online. So now there won't be any Zoom or virtual anxiety. You're able to accomplish and be productive this way. I couldn't think of a better way to prepare these incoming students for the future than learning this way and learning how to deal this way.
You know, it's a lot to consider. I think about saving for college. I think about what is going to happen in the future. You know, you're talking about our 529 plans. I started one when my daughter was 6 weeks old, just because I kept thinking about how expensive college is going to be in the year, 2032, when she's supposed to be on campus. And now I'm like, okay, is there going to be a campus? Is it going to be virtual? What would you say to parents who are starting to save or invest and sort of plan for the future for college? Maybe their kids are young, like our kids are. Should we be saving as aggressively? Should we be maybe saving a different way? What should we be doing?
Well, I like everything you just said. So yes, number one, you should always be saving money, right? And we emotionally earmark a portion of the money that we're saving for the future for our children and for college, right? And so now this might pose an excellent time to think about how we're saving that money for college and say, are there other alternatives that might be better that may not pigeonhole my money, perhaps like a 529 plan that would give me flexibility, because there's no telling what the future holds, because everybody who started 2020 would not think, Elsa, that we'd be right here having this conversation this way because of the extenuating circumstances. I do think to that point, you can't ever save enough, but definitely you want to look at ways that if I save this money and I emotionally earmark it, if things change for me in the future, I'm not going to be taking some kind of hit or penalty if I'm not going to use that money that way.
And I know that is something that you counsel your clients on, not just in this arena, but several arenas. Remind people how they can get in touch with you if they are in the market for some wealth management.
So they can reach us at finleyalexander.com, finleyalexander.com. When they go there, if they want to look at, hey, I'm putting money in a 529 plan, what other options are available, we're going to have a report up there called the scorecard, the college scorecard. And that's going to show you all the different ways that you can save money for college and then all the different benefits you can have. And I call it green light, red light. So we figure out the one that has the most green lights and maybe learn more about that.
I love that you made it so easy for us, and I'm definitely headed right to that website in our commercial break. So thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate it for this Money Monday, and we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.